I'm here to punch Nazis. And I want my Nazis to
listen
get
to their arguments.
That's a regular guy.
Don't hit someone for having different opinions than you, Chris.
Well, I'm usually not that quick to do that. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Lazy Time stream. We're going to do a double dose.
So that's a Nazi, but she is a Nazi that wants to be good, so...
So what do you think? One bullet in the arm? Hi, I'm Chris, everybody. Welcome to the Lazy Time Day Release stream. This is going to be a two for today because it was just too exciting. We got Bethesda hooked us up with a code for Wolfenstein II, the new Colossus.
I'm mad, and I'm a centrist in video games.
I just had to check my objective. I was just checking out that
you got to give him a second to talk things out.
Maybe you should play this. I just usually do better first-person shooters.
Let her explain her side.
Just testing out my controls. This guy looks okay. Wolfenstein 2.
Digits, easy peasy.
Also, you'll never guess.
Who should Night Modifier?
A stealthy Planet of the Apes game launched today as well. We'll be streaming that on our YouTube channel.
So
stealthy in a few ways.
Yeah. So you have a new attack. So press. Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Cool.
So have you done this already? I don't know how far you are.
I played a little bit further than this.
How does the same damn thing happen to the same planet 2 times in a row?
Do I want that, Dave? What do you think?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just more ammo.
Oh, okay. You should play.
Okay.
I never really got into the Wolfenstein. It's weird. I love the original Wolfenstein. I love the Activision Wolfenstein. I never got into the Bethesda one for some reason.
So I don't know if it's the heat wave or if this game is just so damn powerful. But you can hear my PS.
Yeah. It's louder than the fan we have on.
And there's no disc in it, so there's no reason to be spinning that.
Yeah,
fast.
that is pretty crazy.
I like his scaly lizard gloves.
Yeah, that's part of his power suit.
Check the tutorial. Is there a button prompt to hear out the Nazis' views and opinions and open a dialogue? Well, not when you show up this arm.
I'm a big fan of the stealth kills in this game because they're very
oh, jeez!
Well, we just did a commentary for Chucky last night. That was a very Child's Play-esque kill. A slice to the back of the bottom
Hey, Fuzzy Cthulhu. He did that to Hero Cop guy. Sweater Cop.
Yeah. What did I call him? Def Comedy Jam's impression of a white guy?
Yes.
Hello.
I somehow lived during
I'm just as bad as the Nazis now? Can't believe how that happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dave and I played a little bit of this previously at an event.
Yeah.
And I don't know what aspect of it we haven't played. There was a demo before that.
Like they told us back in boot camp.
Yeah, I can't remember. But you're gonna go stealth here.
Super
this is where I fail in most of Wolfenstein.
Oh.
So they give you little like radars to each of the commanders.
Super Odor says, "How hot is it?"
It's so hot. I don't have one, but I can use a Southern Floridaism for how hot it is.
What's that?
It's hotter than 2 rats fucking in a wool sock.
Gross.
That's gonna get us banned.
I don't know why jumping through the grate like that didn't catch anyone's attention.
It should have.
Yeah, it looks like they did.
Oh, now it did. But it wasn't the jumping that did it.
Ooh.
Jesus.
God damn. Rip his spine out.
And do we need to turn our sound up?
Hey, Laser Time gets copies of games all the time. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
We're almost real influencers. Hey.
Are you invincible while you're doing one of those kills?
I don't know.
Or does everyone just stop shooting at you? Look at how easy it is for an American to get a gun. He just picks it up off the ground.
Might have it on a special mode here.
Kind of have it on the one. Tired being
but I had a tough time in the demo. Like I was besieged by well-armored people very early in the game. Ran out of ammo very fast. And is Wolfenstein a game where you run out of ammo quickly? Like you have to like, conserve ammo?
It doesn't look at it if it is.
Night Modifier is predicting that our YouTube comments will be filled with fine, level-headed people.
Oh, defending the Nazis? Somebody's gotta. It's the American legal system.
If not us, who
They're
will?
like court-appointed attorneys. If I don't stand up for the Nazis, who will? Please don't isolate them. Going away from my weekend by myself, I might have to install the first one again. The first one's a steal now on Steam. I believe you get that in New Blood.
I think it's on sale right now.
Yeah, $5 for both of them.
Nice.
And they're just gorgeous-looking games. I just remember getting bored in the first one. Like it was just an endless sea of hallways. Dark hallways.
But I mean, the demos that we've had, they've been like some pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah. All that, like, but I know the Bethesda reboot of Wolfenstein, I've booted up like 8 times and just done that plane sequence so many times I start rolling my eyes. Is there a button that opens a discourse, Hair Rod? Same joke, different delivery mechanism. Good for you, Herrod Rod. How can anyone defend Nazis? According to Grandpa Simpson, Tyler stole our world for 20. I got this game for $32 on CD keys, says Awkward Loser. I got a bunch of shit for recommending them on Video Game Apocalypse's game deals.
Well, it's just weird. I think they're one of the companies where it's like, what you get in the mail or in your email after you buy something is a scratched out code.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I feel dirty.
They probably
this.
bought those with stolen credit
This
cards.
is probably taken in a Mexican standoff. Like,
they might have been obtained.
might be blood
Talking
on
Simpsons
it.
was really fun today. What was it?
The interview with
oh yes, I did
with
not hear
Ian
that.
Jones-Quartey. That dude rules. So I have not listened to it yet, but I'm excited. Hank told me about that, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that guy's show is really good. I really like that guy.
Yeah. And he worked on
okay,
Steven
go.
Universe too, and he made a legendary webcomic before that.
Is there a Steven Universe game out today?
No, next Tuesday.
Next
Tuesday, I
okay.
believe.
'Cause I was like, you can't release a Steven Universe and Planet of the Apes game without telling me.
I
I
can't
think
wait
it's
to
a
play it.
3DS or it's like an iPhone game that's just been up-resed.
No, it's a sequel to the iPhone game.
Ah.
So it's a full-on
made for
RPG. It's on PS4 and PC and Xbox, maybe.
Oh, that's a commander.
I know it's on PS4. I can't wait to play it.
Whoa! He
Nice.
just opened his
You
face
fly
up.
boys,
Can you
you
knock him
crack
off of
me
this
up.
off
So
of
is
this
that
bridge?
like
I don't know. Let's see.
Is
Throw that
your-
guy off.
Can I do it?
Get up.
No.
Oh, now he's gonna fall. Oh, you missed it. He was sliding off.
He had to defend himself.
Did he fall?
Tyler wrote a PC Gamer article explaining how CD Keys, GMG, G2A, and others work. Keys and GMG got the okay, GTA and some others didn't.
I use
I
Green
did
Man
read
Gaming.
that article. That's why I said I don't know whether they're obtained by nefarious means.
Green Man Gaming was the first one I heard people discuss that, and it was decided they're okay. So I'm glad because I use them a lot. That's how I got
thought
Cuphead.
they're pretty legit.
Yeah,
I don't know why they exist.
because games are expensive and you want them cheaper.
I know, but they're just Steam keys.
Yeah.
It's just Steam away from Steam. Gray market resellers use stolen credit cards to buy games, so just buy games from authorized retailers. I will. You guys ever played stream the Zombie Army trilogies?
Well, if they stole a credit card, then the company gets the money, and then the person who got the credit card stolen reports it to their credit card company. They get their money back.
And capitalism chugs
Win,
along.
win, 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 win,
Yeah.
win, win.
As a nation, we all need to sit down and watch Raiders of the Lost Ark again. It's just
Yes.
real
I've
good.
been meaning to do that. I haven't watched those movies in a while.
See that fucking Republican senator who just resigned through Trump
Jeff
under the bus?
Flake.
That was pretty interesting.
Wait, what did he do?
He resigned. Like, I'm not working in this government anymore.
I didn't see this coming. I didn't sign up for this. Okay, buddy.
Chris, it's called plausible deniability, says Octopus. I see. Since when did Antifa get access to airships? Since 19... They've gone a long way from skull ballyclavs.
Speaking of skulls, Foster Bird says Nazis. I hate these guys.
It had to be Nazi.
That was way more Pat Warburton than Harrison Ford. Nazis. Nazis. Yeah, that's right.
Where's
Nazis.
Nintendo still in Japan and checking out the most Western game of all time?
Where's Nintendo? Do you live in Japan now? Like, you told me how
3
long your
weeks.
trip was going to be, and I still feel like it's going on too long.
Is this the bad guy from Ant-Man?
You mean the
What the fuck?
the gay senator dude from Girls? Or
Drive
what was his
faster.
job in Girls?
I release the evil
He
wonder
fucks
if I
Andrew Rannells.
Can I jump this, you think? Probably not. Might as well try.
No, I say no.
Do it!
You can't. You shouldn't even be walking.
Oh, yeah!
Oh!
No. He's going to fall in the water. He'll be fine.
Man, awkward loser coming in with an unpopular opinions. Fuck Raiders. That
Whoa.
show's boring. Just watch the last 20 minutes of Inglorious Bastards with a fingering glove or jerk or whatever you folks use to jerk it.
Oh, it's worth
Raiders
Nintendo's
is
last
not
day in
Fingering
Japan.
gloves?
And the opening of Inglorious Bastards is way more fun than the end.
My girlfriends and I, we've pretty much decided 2018 is the year we go to
damn it.
Japan, finally. We talk about it every year. We never do it.
You get real good deals out here. It's again most of the time
Yeah,
it's cheaper for
we
you
found
to
a
fly
bunch
to
of them.
Japan than fly home to Florida.
We saw one that was like $1,600 per person, and it
That's
was
way
like,
too much.
but it was like a week, included all the hotels, included
Goddamn.
all the
Goddamn.
all the transportation, and had an itinerary for almost every day, except I had like 2 full days that are like, go to Tokyo and do whatever you want. So go to Disney Sea for us. But every time we plan a Disney trip,
fuck
it gets
me.
pushed back a little bit more, and we're planning our 3rd Disney trip this year for the next month.
As you can see, the Diamond Dog is dual wielding. I don't know why, but I can't dual wield very well
In real life or video games?
in video games.
It's just
in
a
real
one
life, I
reti-
can
it's still
do it
one
all day.
reticule.
Oh wait, so is there an incentive to take down commanders? Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
they-
Yeah, you
They-
kill Nazis.
They can set off alarms and
An
stuff.
in-game incentive.
Worth
And you also
Nintendo,
can get like intel, but I don't know exactly what that intel entails.
Worth Nintendo says, don't go to Nagoya, it's not worth it. Yeah, here they have some shitty bars there, run by jerks.
Oh,
What the-
Whoa.
Wow, this is on Babby mode.
yeah.
These guys didn't do anything to you.
He was a little surprised at first.
He can't tell because he wants to hear your opinions. He wants to reason with you.
Exactly. Can't we just talk?
Oop. I'll lie down for a while.
Sure,
Hey,
we can
hey,
agree
guys.
to disagree. Oh, Dave. Alvita-san.
We're gonna need to block out these swastikas, or YouTube will super monetize us. You get an Amber Alert? What's going on over there?
Probably just another nefarious call from Tallahassee, Florida.
Will you lend me your wings?
When your mother gets so concerned about you, she calls your health insurance provider 3 years ago, and you get daily phone calls from fucking scalping health insurance in your
My
old
boy
hometown.
needs his health insurance.
Unbelievable.
Chris, you gotta do something about that pizza smell.
I don't
Is
know.
it covered under your
That's
HMO?
unbelievable.
All right, so this time I'm gonna definitely get it. I'm kidding.
Jumbo
That
says
was your
I had to
checkpoint?
redo all that. Yeah.
John Wiggles doesn't remember Berkeley looking like this.
Stick around.
Not as many unicycles and handlebar mustaches.
Hello.
Whoa.
Is that the new
Hellboy.
Colossus? That's the new Colossus, isn't it?
Possibird says it's a call saying you want a free cruise. Also, they want to refinance your house. I get those calls every day.
It's
Hi.
like the Power Rangers hotline.
Yeah. Hello.
Do you
Wait,
have a-
there's something
like
wrong
a
with my
heavier
headset.
weapon? Ooh.
No
Do I
need.
just take him down?
Whoa, look at his butt.
How do you say this? Someone phonetically spell it out for me. in chat. Giraffe is back. Does anyone know how the past
Whoa.
Wolfenstein games have been localized in Germany? Do the Nazis explode into robot parts? Like
Oh, I hate that in video games. It only works on these few things and
I
not
love
this
this
other
dubstep
thing.
gun. Love my dubstep gun.
Whoa, what is that doing?
Love
Is
my
that
dedicated
dissipating?
dubstep gun.
No more cover.
Nick Humidifier says it's odd that this game's going to be on the Switch. Is this coming out on Switch or is he?
Yeah,
Wow.
allegedly. I don't know if it has a release date, but it's definitely not this Friday when it comes out on the other systems. But it looks very fucking pretty, very pretty. We were having a discussion on VGA, like probably most game podcasts last week, whether the single-player game was dead. And
This one doesn't have a multiplayer at all.
well, I think
I don't recall if the last one did either.
I think Bethesda is. They've really Evil Within and this are great games, and Prey did not do well. Dishonored did not do well. Great AAA for like single-player games did not all underperformed.
Chiptune Chronicles asks a funny question. Speaking of which, I saw my first motorized unicycle at Portland Retro Gaming Expo.
God
Is
damn
this
it.
common on the West Coast? I get almost run over by one of those every day.
What?
Oh, wait,
Are you serious?
like
I
one
see
of
them
those
all the
high-
time.
I can probably count on one hand the amount of times I've seen one. You probably just live near someone who has
I do.
one.
I mean, I live in the middle of the city. I see
His dad
them.
owns the dealership.
Yeah.
I want my 100 Nazi scouts.
I live near that Lotus dealership.
I want my achievements. Just keep
Speaking of which, Chiptune, you went to the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. Did you meet Jeremy and Bob?
Man, I wish I could have gone.
They were there.
Did
We thought about
Oh
going.
my
We almost
God.
went. I should
Oh,
have
that
gone.
Poor motherfucker.
We had no reason not to. It's like not expensive to fly to Portland. We should have gone. My girlfriend and I.
Bruh. No idea what your comment means, awkward loser.
Yeah, I don't either.
Fuck, I'm excited for this game. I'm busy, but I wanted to just hop in and say what's up quickly. I'll catch the archive. Cool. YouTube.com/lasertime. Check out. Hopefully, man, I'm working really hard on a Nightmare on Elm Street video. We'll see if YouTube will allow me to post it.
Cool. Chiptune Chronicles met them and got a Retronaut shirt.
Yeah, nice.
I gotta get one of those.
Oh, hit it. So you can either hit the gas tank next to it or just. All right. Wait.
Whoa. Do you have ammo in this thing or what?
Yeah.
Is that
Wait,
at
do
the
you
top?
have ammo?
This
That's a cool-
has
that's
to
a cooldown.
charge. Yeah.
What are you playing? WoW.
Oh no.
Oh, and you went to Quarter Worlds.
It's like in Stage of Mario World.
Easy peasy says that. That's the way you
Oh,
said
no,
that.
I
was
don't, I'm
really
not saying
tickled
that
me for
easy
some
peasy.
reason.
I'm not saying I love single player games. I prefer them. In fact, no other games exist as of this Friday because the single player
Oh
game
shit!
out of ammo.
I very rarely play games online.
No, I do. I play a ton of Destiny, but Mario's going to rule my world, and it's going to occupy my brain for, I would think, at least 2 weeks. No multiplayer component. I don't even know what we're going to do about streaming that.
Yes, Kakadoni Maru, we played Doom. Doom's great. This does look like it's made by the same dudes. And it also comes out on Switch soon.
but
Yeah,
all
Doom
this-
monsters look cool. We got
all
to try
the
that out.
Bullshit reloading. Oh, he barely slowed him down. Oh, okay,
Got
got
him.
him. I think there's some dudes behind him.
I thought he'd have a
Right.
fun gun. Oh, he does.
Wow. Can you guys hear the sound okay?
Yeah, you can hear that Inception trailer.
And brother, when it disintegrates, it disintegrates.
Oh!
Are you about to die?
You're getting shot
about
a
to
lot.
die.
Oh, I did die.
He did die. No. You told me. No, I didn't call you. You called me, I believe.
Is it a robocall?
I don't know what to tell you. I did not call you. I am doing things. Dude, I can't solve this mystery. I've never heard this number before. You called me. Okay, you win. I called you.
Why'd you call me? That was 1-800. You called me. Why'd you call me?
Super Odor says, "Oh, this should be good." I'm sorry that the
He just had
For 99 cents a minute,
like
I'll
flirty. Yeah,
fucking
this
call you.
is shit. Y'all called me.
you called me.
You called me. You don't
fucking
have a...
called me.
Hey.
Why'd you fucking call me?
You called. You wanted to
Oh,
win
I
a free vacation.
Should have ended the call by saying I love you, Alfred Lewis. That would have been great.
Anyway, you need health insurance?
Your mom called me. Told me you smell
Unless that was like an
pizza.
elaborate way to like get me to say certain keywords.
That's what they
Not
all
call
are.
you.
No, that's what they are. They're like, "Hey, is your name this?" And they will say your name, and you have to go yes, and then they call your credit card
Call
company.
you. Caillou. You have ordered Caillou on DVD.
Well, I know I did that, but that was weeks ago.
Look, the founding fathers obviously wanted us to have disintegration rates. There's your commander.
Kakeno Maro says they are calling us
Wait,
back
are you-
about our Power Rangers Sega CD contest.
Are you making sure to grab this key card?
I think I got it. Oh, no.
Dreamsphere, I do the same thing. I try and mess with
That is
with
my
cold callers any way I
code.
can.
Wow, you should have done the back with a laser.
Sure
Ah,
we did. I got it.
And I don't want to cut this stream short. We're going to play it for a little bit, but I really want to show you the Planet of the Apes game that probably can't hold a candle to this.
Well, we can only play to a certain part. I don't think we're going to get there, but there's also, I think, a lot of the stuff that... This isn't something that's been demoed before, but a lot of it has been demoed before.
Yes.
Like, there was the E3 demo, which was the very first stage where you're in the wheelchair. Then I did one where you're in Area 52, which is really rad. And then there's another one where you're... I forget there's about the setting on that stage.
Is
but-
Joan Cusack in Area 52?
Just kill all the Nazis. I don't know why I was... doing
That's
her-
not what Joan Cusack sounds like. Damn it, Dave. How
Kinda
dare
sounds
you?
like a Shelly from South Park.
She's
Shit,
America's
that was really
sweetheart.
cool. All right, you just got rid of the barrier that they were hiding behind. Makes
See,
it
now
much easier to pick up.
a part of me actually wants to... Oh, you're a good guy.
But like any
Shot you.
video game, it's really picky about what you can melt with that thing, it seems like.
Is Caillou that PBS Bald Kid cartoon? Yes, Chiptune Chronicles. Like you needed to ask. You knew the answer.
She looks like Pam from Archer.
And crash. No, not. It's a cutscene. But where are we now?
Oh
Same
yeah, so at the
place.
beginning of a level, one of his friends from the first game just got like beheaded.
Oh no. So is there a reason BJ has power armor? Says that's the full line.
Well, he like in
It's a
the
video
first
game.
level is him like he doesn't have control of his limbs anymore. He's like paralyzed.
He looks like a corn cob.
It's a Spider-Man B villain. Buck Bumble, that's who it is. That's what I'm
Buck to
thinking
the
of.
buck to the buck bumble.
Pickety-pop-bumpo.
Shocker? Is that what you're trying to think of?
No.
He's got like the grid on him.
I love
Yes, it was the shocker.
Yeah.
Actually.
pretty much all of like BJ's like friends
one
in
is
this
it?
game are cooler than
Oh,
him.
Chris, if I may gloat, managed to pick up a full set of Monster Hunter amiibos. Oh!
Oh, I saw those on Twitter.
Are they the stories ones? It's like the stupid kids riding them? My interest lessons. No idea how I'm going to get them home. You ship them.
I was just reading about an anime that's not officially based on Monster Hunter, but they play Monster Hunter in it. And it's like the most accurate representation. Like people are looking at it like, oh, I know that level and those armors, and I definitely caught that thing.
Yes, the liberation of the United States of America.
That's what it is, Super Order. I was doing it wrong. I haven't.
Shocker is somebody that got me kicked out of Italian class. Easy peasy. Now there's the story.
This is what we're gonna do.
Hey, hey, goodbye.
For God's sake, Max, stop.
I like that guy's sweater.
Alright.
Nazi on the boat. Wasn't for this Nazi
said Nazi. Come on, they're not all
Let us know if
Nazis.
you want us to turn up the sound, y'all. I don't know what it sounds like. Shocker Blaskowitz's BJ's sister Peg and his mom and a foot rub and his dad. What? Jesus. Loser.
Caroline had established radio contact with an American resistance cell in New York City. The only way
I love this guy in Wonder Woman.
Who's this? I was just gonna. That's what I was about to say.
US resistance groups and mobilize.
Like how that does absolutely nothing in the whole movie.
That
I'm one
shows
of
you
the attacked on side story friends.
Yeah.
they showed a picture in another movie, and we had to be here for obligatory reasons.
We haven't named PTSD
We
yet.
also all live for some reason. Like you'd want to
Spud.
see us again in a sequel.
It was Spud from Trainspotting, who I always like to see and have not seen in anything but Trainspotting 1 and 2.
So it wasn't PTSD. It was just having heroin relapse.
But that shows you how not planned out those sequels were, because they had no idea what the Wonder Woman story would be. Ragtag game people who do nothing.
They might do one that's still set back then.
Huh?
They might still do another one that's set before.
Would you watch that, a Wonder Woman-less movie with those characters?
No, I mean with Wonder Woman. She's still there. She didn't get
Not
frozen
the
like
end of the
Captain
movie.
America or
that
anything.
storyline was over.
She could do more
Her
stuff with
learning how to
them.
love humanity and wanting to be their
Yeah.
savior.
It's
You
movies.
think you would watch another Wonder Woman movie set in 1941?
Also, like, what she? That's
No,
so
it'd be
awkward.
in, like, the
like,
50s or
she's
60s.
gonna hang out with her boyfriend's friends after her boyfriend's dead.
is hiding in there transmitting that signal.
I would I mean, a 60s one, especially if they throw in some nods to the Diana Prince Secret Agent years. That'd be cool. She had the white jumpsuit on.
They got it. They have to have at least 4 movies before they go that well.
Shit, I love that guy's hair.
I don't think anything's beyond their bottom of the barrel. I think they're ready to do whatever.
I think they said that we're not going to necessarily connect anything anymore.
I think
This is working.
the second Austin Powers 4 makes more than $40, they'll be like, let's do it too. Who cares?
This is pretty much the outfit I make when I have to create a wrestler in WWE.
Fergus came to me with some thoughts for improvement. I tinkered with it a little. Thanks, I miss the old girl.
Yeah, awkward loser. That sucked. That the Howling Commandos barely did crap in Captain America.
That's right. But didn't they
I still
play
like
a
that
bigger part in
movie.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or Agent Carter?
gives a shit?
I
Do
don't
you
give a shit.
care?
I don't.
William, you have to find the transmitter.
I still like that movie more than most Marvel movies. I really like that first Captain America movie.
Why can't other games look like this? It's this booster duck. It is
Games
gorgeous.
are too expensive to make. They don't make as much money as they used to. Unless they do great in China.
Seems Bethesda has whatever this engine moving pretty hot.
Made a mistake.
Kakino Nomaro says Wonder Woman needs a Wolverine Origins montage where she fights all wars for the last 70 years. That's the best part. That movie, that section of that movie, you're like, oh, maybe this movie's gonna be pretty good, and then the movie sucks.
Agent Carter was good, Kakito.
I only watched a few episodes of that. I want to watch more.
Yeah, I fell off of it and never felt compelled to go back into it.
Yeah. I like that Tony Stark's dad was in it. Walt Disney Stark. I thought that was fun that they put him back in something.
This door is unavailable.
I'll report back as soon as I find it.
So he's just got no headgear. He's like full on armored up except his face. The place you want to shoot the most.
So what are you charging there?
My
Your health, your armor?
electric gun.
Ah. Electric gun, it's so nice. Racking up electric kills.
Thank you.
Bang. Love the first Captain America movie. I was a little disappointed they took down Hydra in a montage, though. Agent Carter was the best non-Netflix Marvel series history is fair.
I don't think any of the Netflix shows are better than Agent Carter.
No, I disagree with that.
Which one? Daredevil season 1?
First Daredevil, for sure. And
Yeah.
Jessica Jones tells a concise, tight story with no bullshit. And then that never happens again.
I had too many problems with Daredevil season 1 to really say I enjoyed it.
Uh-oh, that guy was just a...
Basically,
Oh, no!
see, there's good people on both sides.
Shit, it's Duke Nukem. Take him down.
Yeah, John Will goes, what if they shot me in the face? That's a risk we're willing to take. That's what Dumb and
Nobody
Dumber.
heard him. Alright.
Yeah, Gouda. I had Gouda today.
Who was yelling?
German guy.
I thought he murdered
Very
the
German
Erdler
guy. From Rambo.
Kakino Maro says the first half of Daredevil season
guys.
2. Just turn off the computer once Elektra shows up.
Turn off the computer.
I was really, yeah, I was really bummed
Oh,
at how
man.
they did Elektra.
I do like what this gun does to people.
Although I didn't like, I really hated how they did Foggy, and I'm the only guy who does. I'm fine with
cool
that.
in the first season.
Mighty Ducks
But
guy?
yeah, I I like 60% of what Charlie Cox does with Matt Murdock, and then I just don't like the rest of it. Especially, I mean, the costume.
The world's on fire.
Sucks. That too. How come we only see that like twice? Is it because they did it so much in the Ben Affleck movie they were afraid to do it more?
Yes, I think you establish what he does and leave some mystery to what he sees.
Yeah.
Section F stretches along the entire hull of the
Look at
U-boat,
this
and
pistol.
we own the biggest U-boat
But Daredevil
in the
is
world, so
one of my
this
favorites.
section-
I guess I don't really need it. I don't play on that.
or something, because it's a massive volume.
I'll back down here. Look
Easy pieces said, oh,
Yeah.
Matt said Cox.
Indeed he did.
Yeah, he did.
According to this, that
Why
AV
can't
Club
I get
write-up, when is the right time to present the Punisher, a guy who shoots and kills everyone, as means of taking the law into his own hands? The comics have done some
Why can't I just climb over this there?
some interesting work with the Punisher that doesn't involve him shooting and murdering street-level drug dealers.
I've grown to like Punisher less and less as I get older. Like when
Yeah,
I was a
but
teenager, I thought he was cool. Now I can't
think
stand reading anything to do with him.
The comics saw this coming. That like it's no longer going to be cool to sympathize with a guy who shoots drug dealers. Most drug dealers are kind of victims of their own position in life. So I think he was. I remember him doing something more. He was more like a mercenary or a bounty hunter, and was hunting down.
Yeah, like when he worked with Captain America and Civil War and stuff, they tried to deal with that. And
yeah,
I still was like, "Nah, you guys have been doing this for 40
he's
years."
killing like high-level bad dudes. I remember one was like in the bayou, but going around shooting
In the
people in New
bayou?
York, I just
Punisher went down to Bayou. He killed some guys in the Bayou.
Is
that racist?
It could be as tone deaf as us trying to sympathize with Danny Rand coming back to his company after becoming the best kung fu fighter and saying, "It's my company, I own it." You were 8.
Daddy shit.
I would like Punisher more if whenever he killed someone, he had to take over their life for 2 weeks, and then he killed a big famous chef in the Bayou, and
Walk
then he
in
had
the
to
door,
become.
see that person working the security counter? That person has more stake and has worked here longer than you. That person's done more to build this company. Fuck off, Danny Rand.
Oh, you're talking about Dan. I was like, what did I do? Why are you,
Danny
what are you
Rand, it
killing
was
me
just
like I said something
He just
shitty to
starts
your
talking
door
like,
guy
"It's
today?
my company, I deserve this," and like, you do? Like, you didn't
Yeah,
do
you haven't
shit.
been here in decades. Well, Bruce Wayne did it. So Iron Fist is like, let's do it too. I fucking love Iron Fist. So like, I think 80% of my souring on the Netflix shows is how they handled Iron Fist, and I'm like, just fuck everything now. I don't. It's the same reason with Superman in the DC movies.
Hello.
Like, I'm such a big Superman fan, and to
In the ass!
have them ruin that character that bad totally spoils the whole
Luke
universe
Cage has
for
some
me.
real shitty moments too. Some
I didn't watch that show.
horrendous dialogue.
So
and
I didn't care because I also love Luke. All the 70s like street level Marvel guys are my favorite Marvel characters, and they're just fucking them up left and right. So I'm just not
no,
watching.
there's a lot to love about Luke Cage in that show.
I'm
and
sure
as
there
a
is. I like
character.
that actor. I thought he was good in Jessica Jones.
But like there are like it should have been 4 episodes lighter because there's a lot of wasted time.
Do they go to Kunlun at all in
No.
the? Not at all.
No.
What the fuck?
They show some flashbacks. I mean, it's already getting slammed for being problematic. You want him to go to Kunlun?
I think there are ways to work around. I mean, they should have made him freaking Asian. Like, why is it so hard? Why do people not want characters to just? Who cares if he's white in the comic books? They didn't happen.
Wouldn't have made a difference to me, but like, I don't know Iron Fist that well as part of his story. That
I know
he's
him
the
very well. I've read
lone
the
white
70s
dude who's
series.
not Asian.
I've read a lot of the
don't know.
Power Man and Iron Fist stuff from the 70s. I've read, of course, the Matt Fraction stuff. Big fan of the character.
Yeah,
Make him
never-
freaking Chinese. Who
Nah,
cares?
I never liked any of that stuff. So like, I wasn't particularly dear to the character.
You didn't like the Matt Fraction book?
No, the Immortal
Ooh.
Iron Fist stuff.
Yeah.
No,
I love
it
that
was
book.
too kung fu-y for me.
Well, yeah.
Hong Kong Fui.
No, I never had Brewbreakers run an Iron Fist.
Has DC done Hong Kong Fooey yet? In that whole line of business? They really should.
I think so.
They should just make it like Iron Fist comics from the 70s. Like Shang-Chi. Just do it again with Hong Kong Fooey.
That was another part of Chris Farley's final SNL. He does a Matt Foley scene, and he's like gonna take. He's teaching like a spin class, and he's like, gonna take this bike right
Yeah.
into Chinatown and get myself some Hong Kong Fui, which I think was Asian prostitute.
Asian prostitutes.
Oh, good. Locate transmission. I love
So
doing this in games.
that was him method acting, I guess, right?
I remember getting frustrated in the demo. Just like follow your the reticle that shows you where to go.
Yeah.
I'm like, that doesn't exist. What are you talking about? And I'm just wandering around this factory. Where's I swear someone said that to us in the demo. Like, follow the arrow. Like, there's no arrow, dude.
There is no arrow. Where? If I was a transmission, where would I be?
Maybe it's that underneath that lollipop.
So this is not a good map. I can't really. Okay, so boom. What is this? Are you my transmission?
I think making the Kung Fu guy Asian would be almost as racist in the same way of making Extra Strain like there's room for that to be taken the wrong way. Yeah, I feel like it's a character you probably shouldn't have touched to begin with. Doesn't have a lot of love.
Yeah, just leave him out. Make a freaking She-Hulk thing already. What the hell are you guys waiting on?
Love a She-Hulk.
She's the
God
best
damn it.
Marvel character.
I hope
She's
that's
number
not
one.
Tied up in
I did
Universal.
see they're starting production on the Venom movie.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
that's
shot
sad.
started shooting today.
Oh, that's awful.
Is it supposed to continue on that stupid like
I don't
trilogy
think
idea
so.
they had with
I hope.
Andrew
Sinister
Garfield?
Six.
I just wish it wouldn't happen.
It's what's his name? It's Luscious Lips.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. Another movie that's gonna hide his mouth. What the fuck, you guys? It's his best feature. Why does everyone always want to cover it up?
Hidon Amaro says, as a black man, I am against changing the race of comic book characters. But Spider-Man changed all the races and the ages of the Spider-Verse characters, and it was awesome. So what the hell do I know?
Spider-Verse was cool. I liked a lot
There's
of that.
plenty of room for that kind of shit. And Idris Elba for James Bond. There.
He's too old.
No.
Get a
Too
younger
old.
black dude.
All right,
Love
I said
Stringer.
Or a lady. Easy Peasy says, but Topher Grace was such a great Venom. Jerk
Did
off
you not
motion.
go to that point in the map that said it had a magnifying glass on it?
Topher Grace should have been Spider-Man.
multiple. Okay.
Possible says, look, if you want to see Tom Hardy's mouth, just watch Star Trek Nemesis. But he
Dude,
wasn't
watch
swole
Bronson.
enough yet. Well, Bronson. You can see a lot more of him in that.
Yeah.
You can see his pee-pee.
You can see his doodle.
How did I miss this? And then.
I want a Jane Foster Thor down the line. This is new, right?
Yeah. Maybe this is a. This
My
game does have
What's
saving
going on?
hallways where I was like, I could have sworn I was down here. I was not.
Was that their notification that you found a new place? You started going, finally!
That's how Marcus Phoenix does it.
I've never played one of those. No, I played one of them for like an hour. I think the second
I'm
one.
one of those people who's a little committed to source material. It's lame that bigots get lumped in when people complain about that sort of thing. Awkward loser. Not me. Movie or a TV show is an adaptation. I get excited about what parts they cherry pick from the original stories that I like, but they can kind of have free reign to do whatever the fuck they want.
I think that adaptations are a lot more harmed these days by we try to cram it all into 2 hours
Yeah.
and we fucked it up than in the 70s when it was like inspired by the short story written by Philip K. Dick and you
Yeah.
read the story and you're like, it's about a goat man that mows the lawn with his mouth.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What is that?
Lawnmower Man. Oh, you're asking him. Yes,
Freddy's
Red
cartoon
Life.
now.
Tom Hardy is great in Bronson. That movie rules.
I prefer Chopper, but Bronson's pretty dope.
I've never seen that. I want
So
to.
good. It's all on YouTube.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. With Hulk.
Yeah, Bana.
He was a comedian in Australia. Like he was known as
Chopper
being
or Eric Bana?
Eric Bana. He was known as being a comedian. Then he came here, and everyone's like, "No, make him a bland. He's very handsome, so make him just the blandest leading man."
Willie Fresh says, "I'm going to be out of steam for superheroes after Infinity War, and a new Star Wars movie every year for the rest of our lives isn't helping either."
Yep. Also
yeah,
agree.
seems a lot less special.
I am super not interested in another Star Wars movie.
I have like magic stomping boots, but I can't just like climb a ledge when I.
Because the boots are so heavy.
Can you get there from the other side? Oh,
Hi.
oh.
Can you tell me how to get upstairs, sir? I probably should have let him live.
So we can answer your question.
Oh shit! Call the Nazi alarm.
Easy peasy
happening?
hated Chopper.
You hate a Chopper? I love Chopper.
Well, this is.
Oh, we're loser. It could have been cold on that set.
Here we go. There's the ramp.
Oh, you had to walk up a plank.
Kakino Tomorrow, I also don't care about a new Thor movie. I care that Taika Waititi is making a
Yeah.
movie. That's all I care
I can't
about.
believe it's supposedly pretty good.
I do hope Thor fights them swearwolves.
Sway
We're werewolves, not swearwolves.
He's Caucasian.
Oh, he shot him right in the dick and he died.
You're white. Yeah, the Will the People kid should also be in the movie.
As a Brito, it's always fun to see Bronson, the actual prisoner, pop up in the news for his crazy antics. That's why I love the Star Wars movies. Every 3 years, you can digest the films, and when one does come around, you can feel more excited for it. Every year makes
Oh,
it less
no,
special.
no
It
more
turns it
Laser Gun.
into a PS1 game, where Sony exhausted all of their franchises in 4 years.
Worth Nintendo, actual Australian, is saying Eric Bana's 90s comedy was really great. Dude was funny as shit on Full Frontal, an old comedy show he was on. I have seen a bit of that show, and it is really funny. When I learned this about him, I looked into all his stuff and was like, oh man, he could have been a really funny Australian guy here.
Never knew that.
But this was still this was like when he came over was a tail end of like, okay, Australian actors come here and pretend to be American, just like Nicole Kidman, just like Mel Gibson.
I'll just check your map, dear.
All right, I got more.
Worth
batteries
Nintendo's about
for
to drop
my-
in and say that he's really American.
For your electric gun.
Knock knock.
Oh. Wow.
Whoa! Look at this, just ash on the ground.
Sort of running out of time here, Dave. We gotta jump into Planet of the Apes, the game everyone's super
Yes.
excited for.
I just
Oh my God, is that gonna
Right.
disappoint everyone?
grenade it.
I say why not? Hey, you opened the door.
I just got high.
He's losing track of us now.
Hey, 2 Minute Fire says, speaking of Mel Gibson and Wolfenstein, Nazis, am I right? Hey, he's out of movie jail. He gets to be in Christmas comedies again.
He learned his lesson.
Mel Gibson's in a Christmas movie.
Yeah. Daddy's
Yeah, he's in
home.
Daddy's-
All I want for
Daddy's home
Christmas
too.
is a blowjob in the jacuzzi.
No problem.
Merry
You
Christmas,
said you
sugar
were going
tits.
to give me a blowjob. Wasn't that a part of his tape?
It was.
Merry Christmas, sugar tits.
Can't remember the exact context, but it did seem he was angry.
Like
he
somehow
didn't
a
get his
jacuzzi blowjob is better than all other blowjobs.
Oh, it's gotta suck.
Oh, Christ.
He did not see that one coming.
Awkward Loser says, will you guys check out Assassin's Creed?
Probably, but my interest is not that high at this point.
Everyone is saying Eric Bana's name wrong in the chat. I've seen
Bana?
Banner and
Eric
Bannon.
Ah!
John Wheel goes, I also did not care about Force Awakens when it came. Well, I cared about it, then I saw it 4 times, and I decided I didn't like it.
I would say that
fourth
already
time
means you
clinched it,
cared
huh?
about it.
Yeah. No, the second time did, and then people kept saying, I'm going to go see Star Wars, you want to come with me? And I was like, I guess.
I'm a Force Awakens hipster. I didn't care for it in 2015. John Wilkins.
I give movies a chance, though. I saw Doctor Strange twice, and I knew I hated that on the first time.
Oh, to have that kind of time. To rewatch things I hated.
Oh, my dad saw it, or my dad wanted to see it, so I'm the only person he gets to go to movies with, so.
I had to comb through Freddy vs. Jason just for sound effects again.
You've heard Kelly Rowland
When
say
Eric
call
Bana
Jason
gave Jerry that suit and bugs him about it for that meal at Mendy's.
I mean, did it, Jerry? Hey, can I use that?
Salad doesn't count as a meal.
Kakino Amaro, I do agree with that. Kakino Amaro says Last Jedi looks like it's trying to fix a bunch of Force Awakens problems, which I would be interested in if they hadn't
Not.
put fucking J.J. Abrams onto the one after that now, and I
really wish
suddenly
they
don't
hadn't done
care.
that.
He's not a good director. He's just
He's
not.
fine. He got to direct the one movie he always wanted to make. He got to make a Star Wars trilogy into a single film.
Yeah.
Good for him. It worked for me.
He's the
Unlike
most,
a lot of his other movies.
He's the most like bland-ass journeyman, and I'm saying this as someone who likes his Star Trek movie a lot. I could not care about almost everything else he does.
Kendall Stevens saw Rise of the Planet of the Apes on the telly tonight, then you need to
Nice.
stay tuned or flip over to our YouTube channel. That's
Guys,
sad.
be silent. This is a video game character's funeral. We're sad
Press
right
A
now.
to pay
YouTube.com/laser
respects.
time.
Like that. Alive.
Pendle Stevens says that it was fine. I'm not a fan of the apes, but it's a fine film.
It's a beautiful film.
I think
Every film
that
gets even better.
I think the Apes trilogy is the best current blockbuster franchise. It's above Star Wars, it's above everything. Well, I mean now, do we count Blade Runner as a blockbuster since it made $12 million or whatever?
But in fairness, its tone and vibe is totally biting the original Blade Runner in the same way Force Awakens cribbed from the Star Wars trilogy. But
I don't know if I'd say that. I mean,
would.
I think it's saying it's being
Absolutely would. It's
being
using a
of
template of Blade Runner.
Yeah, but it's being of a piece with it as a sequel, but it's not telling the same story.
Especially War for the Planet of the Apes. It's unlike anything else that series has ever seen or done. That story has not been told. It's beautiful. Things in Dawn and Rise were talked about and hinted at by other characters in previous movies, but nothing in War was anything that has been talked about before. It was a completely original story.
Like that
And
one
that's why I'm looking forward to The Last Jedi, because that's a new story.
Do you mean that scene where that one ape was like, do you remember when Paul Williams went on the talk show with his ape makeup on?
You clearly haven't seen the 70s movies as many times as I have. There
I
are
have not. I
long,
really-
boring scenes of exposition
I
where
really
they
need
essentially
to.
describe the plot of Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
So should we call this a stream?
There's got to be a crescendo moment, right?
Well, we just had the funeral, and I think now I'm just supposed to talk some dude in here. So we'll get another cutscene.
Baymax. I think we can make it to an hour. I'm not sure how long we can stream Planet of the Apes.
Worth Nintendo
A pig!
says
A fucking pig!
the thing Worth Nintendo will miss most about Japan, other than the food, is the bidets. He'll miss,
Oh, he doesn't want to kill the pig.
he'll miss cleaning his butt. Do you have to kill the pig? Are they gonna make you do it?
Ooh, it's Monster Hunter. Pet the Poogie. Pet the Poogie.
You do have to shoot your dog at the beginning of the game.
Are you serious? Is that
Yeah.
the thing you should do?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why would they do that? You're the Nazi, Dave.
Well, your dad's like
They
an
were
asshole,
blanks.
and it's supposed to be like you're not an asshole because of. Well, let me see what else is going on.
In
Hello.
sad times, I like to listen to music.
I love
Ooh.
Die Kaffer.
Oh, Kraftwerk.
Like music, Herr Blazkowicz?
Lemur, shove.
We need to do Rocketeer for our Monday night movie. It could be fun.
Oh my God, yeah, I love that movie.
Oh my god, I hope this thing talks and is like a aid in your adventure.
I hope he sounds like Daxter.
Oh God, what a day.
Sorry.
I got my own game on the PSP. Look at his little
Cat
S&M
monkey.
collar. That's a kinky ass lemur.
Well, no, it's a cat and a
Man.
monkey.
Oh, is it a
and that's-
cat's head
and
grafted
that's-
onto a monkey?
In this alternate history, this Last Guardian pre-order bonus was pretty stellar.
I pre-ordered it in 1991.
Kaffer is German for beetle. Get it?
Ah, the Beatles.
Das Beatles.
Speaking of Captain America, is this just Stanley Tucci from that movie?
You remember that movie a lot better than most of us.
I like that movie a lot. It might be.
I tried.
It's probably my favorite Marvel movie.
It's kind of boring. It's just like Rocketeer. I like so many things about it, but it's still kind of boring.
Kakito and Mara says this is alternate featured Drebin from Metal Gear Solid 4. That was the guy with the monkey.
Can
You
you skip
ever-
this?
Should I
Chris,
skip it?
Yeah.
You ever seen the
See
Rocketeer
some
making
action.
the popcorn at Disneyland?
Yeah.
That thing's cool, right?
Yeah, I've seen that in person.
It's your fault
too.
if something cool happened in that cutscene. Neutralize
Nothing
drone.
cool's gonna
Nothing
happen in
cool
that
happens in
cutscene.
cutscenes.
Story,
What are you
story,
talking about? We
story,
shot that
lore,
missile
lore,
with
lore.
your friend.
You didn't do it.
Yeah, but
The
still.
cutscene guy did it.
You always made the right call.
Oh, great. Now we've got to neutralize a drone. That sounds exciting.
Awkward loser, are you saying Stanley Tucci was Armin Zola? Because he wasn't.
I like that this
That was
warship
Toby Jones.
is like set up like a summer camp.
DJ plus yeah. Boys bunk.
It's a prison set up like a summer camp. It looks like a prison.
Willie Fresh says Winter Soldier's the best Marvel movie.
Hey guys, you know where the drone is? I need to neutralize.
I'm not crazy about that movie.
No, I think it's the best Marvel movie.
I like a lot about it.
Sick bay.
Sick Bay, bro.
It is not reliant on any of the other films to tell its tale.
What about the first Captain America movie? What about
You don't need
Avengers?
that
What
at
about
all.
Iron Man?
Everybody knows what happened to Captain America, and it's mentioned in the movie, and it just starts out with him lost in time.
You don't know who Tony Stark is other than the movie?
Tony Stark's not in Winter Soldier.
Yeah, but he made all the stuff they're talking about it, and they talk about what a big deal he is.
Yes, but no, they're talking about S.H.I.E.L.D. like national defense. It's a simple concept. I watch it with my dad, who doesn't know shit about any of that stuff. I'm like, pretty
I
cool.
don't not like
Find out
Winter
here.
Soldier. I just don't love it. Kakino and
I
Amaro.
can't think of a better Marvel movie. maybe one of the Guardians, but those are fun in a different way.
I just find all the action in kind of all the Captain America movies is like really bland, and I feel like it's not cut super well.
That shit of him, opening of him on the ship is fucking stellar.
That scene's pretty cool, but every elevator fight scene, or the elevator fight scene in the movie that everyone points to, is like, I'm like, that was done better in From Russia with Love, though.
Then
Flying fidget spinners attacking
It's
me.
like a 50-year-old movie.
then peep the runway airship sequence, or the Bucky fight,
I didn't like the
or
Bucky
the
fight.
helicopter stuff. You don't even know what I'm talking about.
One-on-one fights in modern American action movies are so cut up and weird. Like
Hey, lady.
when China's putting out kung fu movies, it looks so much better
Well,
and more
that's
amazing and
why I like
impressive.
Captain. They're usually one sustained shot of like something amazing
I
occurring.
disagree. I
Dude,
think
that
they
opening
cut
of
the
the
shit
boat
out
is
of
like
that.
one giant shot that they use like clearly two stunt doubles to accomplish. It's a great work of practical effect. It makes all Captain America shit look believable.
Yeah, because the camera's really far away, but every time it's up close doing a fight, there's none of that going on.
That's adorable. You have not presented your evidence for the better Marvel film. So I'm gonna swat it to the ground.
Better than Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't love Marvel movies. I don't give a shit.
You be trolling, dog.
Any of them.
This ain't comment section.
Iron Man
It's
3.
real life.
Iron Man 3 is the best Marvel movie.
Pretty great.
That's the one I'd pick. Because it doesn't lean so much on action, it gives us a better story than I think all the other
It's a
Marvel
cool
movies.
Shane Black movie. It's nice to see them
And
back together.
and Guardians 1's pretty good.
It is.
It's pretty good. Guardians 2's not great. Guardians 2's fine. What else? I'm having trouble even remembering.
I'd say Thor 1 is the best Marvel movie. I think
Thor
wrong take.
Thor 1's in my probably top 5. Maybe top 3.
That's ridiculous.
I like the movie. It's silly and fun and isn't trying to be up its own butt like all the other ones. It's
That
not
shit
about.
it looks like a student film at this point.
I just can't wait till I just need a Marvel movie to teach me how important male friendship is. When a Marvel movie tells me how important it is
you
for
not get
two
out of
dudes to be friends, I will think they've done something right.
I gotta go back to my room, but I'm like,
The fuck is this, Mass Effect?
yeah.
We're not arguing. I'm discussing that Captain America Winter Soldier is just not as good as people say it is.
Smartass is pointing out what's really important. The cat's in the TV.
Like, the TV is his bed, so Smartass.
There we go. Canteen.
I agree with you, easy peasy. Most superhero movies are boring and formulaic. I'm not down on them anymore. Not down for them anymore.
Hi, Gazella.
I'm just not excited as I used to be. I mean, Spielberg was right. He said they're westerns. They'll fall out of fashion too.
Yeah, I cannot wait.
He was absolutely goddamn right.
Yes, Kat Dennings, Natalie Portman are not in the new Thor movie, which sucks. Well, it sucks that Kat Dennings isn't in it. Natalie Portman's fine.
There's Goldblum out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, at least Natalie Portman got the status screen to tell us she was gone. Nothing happened. What happened to Kat Dennings? She was just like...
Super Oda like Thor 2. I hated that movie, but I've only watched it once. I would give it another
Logan is
shot.
fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Watched that like 3 times.
Logan's really good. It's really good till the last like 15 minutes.
No, I love that.
You
Love
think-
every second of that.
I think
so
it's
great.
fine. I think it's just from a different movie, and I would have liked better if it was more
He
Logan-y.
took a
the
bunch
ending.
of drugs and he's doing his best to run around. You can just literally watch the life drain out of him every single second of that scene. It's fucking great. And you get one last
Well, that
real
part's
Wolverine
great.
moment.
Okay, so the fight in the woods is great, but him fighting the clone Wolverine and the stuff with the kids, I'm not crazy about.
That was pretty great too.
We have to gather everyone and get ready for our next move.
Booster Duck says, isn't Kat Dennings making trillions off of Two Broke Girls syndication? Probably. That show's on constantly.
Jesus, there's nothing. Oh, Wolfenstein. All we want to do is shoot stuff.
John Wilgus says first Thor is very underrated. I agree.
Okay, now I gotta find a new person.
Yeah, Pasta Bird, I agree. The clone stuff was just annoying. I got what they were doing with the, like, he's fighting his inner turmoil, blah, 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 but I don't give a shit.
Yes, exit level.
That was a level.
An exit cutscene.
And if you ask me what happened in Spider-Man Homecoming and put a gun to my head, I might not be able to tell you.
Oh, come now.
I really don't remember a lot of that movie. I liked it fine. I felt like the first 3 episodes of Spider-Man the TV series, not really like a movie.
Should I skip this too?
You'll eat your words once you see that Venom movie. There's no way that can be bad.
Did you see Zendaya and Spider-Man on Lip Sync Battle?
No.
They're pretty good.
It was on Lip Sync Battle. I didn't see it. I have such a cynical viewpoint to everything
Everything in the
Fallon
world.
Corden does.
That's not his thing.
Fallon? It was Fallon.
Oh, Fallon. You said James Fallon
I said
Corden.
both.
I heard James
They're the
Corden.
same. Carpool karaoke and lip sync battle are the fucking same thing.
I like carpool karaoke. I think it's fun. Lin-Manuel Miranda went on and sung a bunch of Broadway stuff. What else do you want from television?
No, a story.
That's not what
singing
that is,
contest?
though. People are allowed to make different kinds of TV shows.
I don't believe that. Everything should be MASH.
Well, I agree with that. Whoa, look at this.
New York.
This is what it looks like every day when I walk to Chris's house.
The only thing Jimmy Fallon should host is a Parasite. We made it into a level.
And his crippling alcoholism. Willie Fresh, that's a sturdy thing to believe. So. There's a dumbass freestyle rap show coming on, says Awkward Loser.
Oh man, it's like we don't have to hire
Yes,
any writers.
Chiptune Chronicles, the Rihanna Umbrella song that Spider-Man did on that show was amazing. His performance, I mean, he's like an incredible acrobat, so he did a bunch of cool dance moves and stuff. What did
Just
Zendaya
grazed
do?
somebody
I
with a
forget.
handle of an axe. Oh, fuck.
He scalped him. He got a Nazi scalp.
It looked like you floated a little bit, but I think you hit that pipe.
Easy peasy, none of us have
lucky.
cable. We're not talking about watching cable television. This is all YouTube.
Ah, secret room. Boom.
This is it. Good.
What? Oh, okay, John Woga. I thought John Woga was saying that he said Jimmy Fallon being a Madonna fan is revolting, but he's saying because he's such a big Madonna fan. I thought he was saying Jimmy Fallon being a fan of Madonna
I dare
sucks.
you to find someone Jimmy Fallon is not a fan of. Hitler wrote one good book. It's just, I would have let him promote on the show.
Tousles Hitler's mustache.
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon, though, best Ben and Jerry's flavor. I'm throwing
I
that
actually
down.
prefer Stephen Colbert's Americone Dream.
I like them both, but I do prefer Jimmy Fallon's.
I don't
It
know
feels
why,
bad
because I
buying
don't
it.
care about waffle cones, but the chocolate-covered waffle cone is the
You
Stephen
don't care about
Colbert
waffle
flavor.
cones?
I don't. Not
what
really.
happened to you as a young child?
I just had enough of them.
What
The
did
ice
a
cream's
waffle
a real
cone do to
treat.
you?
But the chocolate-covered waffle cone's so good. Americone Dream Booster Duck
Yeah.
feels me.
I like them both. I tend to buy them both at the same time, and I smash them together. As like they're kissing.
I tend to not look at them anymore as a matter of adulthood.
I mean, I'm not doing this every week.
Dude, I had a bad spat there where I could not control myself around.
They're too
those things.
expensive. They're like $7.
They're expensive, and I can't stop eating it.
You know, it's not that expensive. It's.
Yeah,
It's-
and
Yeah,
they're
they're
good.
like $1, like usually like $2.
I think they
You
have.
get them
Like,
at Papa John's as an add-on for $1.
I think they have the
Yeah,
highest
it's at
content
Papa
of
John's?
fat of any food
Oh,
item you
yeah.
can buy.
Probably.
It's a San Francisco delicacy, people.
I haven't had
It's
the
just
green
They
tea
are
one
great.
yet. I want to try that.
a chocolate chip ice cream.
You gotta like eat them super
Yeah.
fast because everything in there is
Everything
about
in
to,
it
is
falls
about to
apart.
melt. So it's
Yeah.
like
It's what is it? It's a cookie with ice cream on top, covered in chocolate and frozen.
Much like
right?
the Gabe journalism industry, it has no integrity.
It's our collusion.
Today's the day none of us agree about anything.
Wait, that's every day because I say something's good and you say it sucks. This is the first time you've said something's good and I'm saying I'm not even saying it sucks. I'm saying I don't love it as much as you. I'm even saying it's
so
good.
great, though.
Awkward Loser says the show is called Drop the Mic on TBS. James Corden, Nicole Richie, Ray Park, and other people who are neither black rappers or from the streets rapping it.
Nicole
Ray-
Richie's on a sitcom now.
Is she?
Good news.
Yes, the Tina Fey one that I won't watch.
Yeah.
She was always the one that people would say like, no, she's playing more of a character than
Yeah.
Paris Hilton. And I don't know if that's true or not, but
She's
I always
made
wanted to
something of
believe it.
herself more
She
than,
seemed to tire of that
PH.
life first.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice cover, yellow
Also,
maroon.
her dad had talent, whereas Paris Hilton
I always
just
forget
had a dad
that.
who owned hotels.
Oh.
John Mogo says, what airport are you meeting at for the fight? The most exciting place to set a big fight scene. A giant open warehouse of an airport.
Is that really like a slight against the film?
Yeah.
The airport
Set it somewhere cool.
Somebody threw a fucking plane.
I watched that scene again recently because I remember loving it, and I watched it again, and I was like, "Where's Vision for like 7 minutes of this fight?
Yeah,
How come
there's
he's not just shutting everything
Had
down?"
a lot of flying people.
But he does nothing for like 7 minutes.
But yeah, I remember excusing that. Well, Vision doesn't want to fly. He doesn't want to
He's
do
on
any
a
of this.
team,
He's
though.
technically an infant.
Giant Man thing's so awesome. That was really cool.
Oh god.
Or I saw that with my girlfriend at the time, and she was like, "Something's about to happen. You're gonna get really excited." I was like, "Why are you telling me that during the movie?" And then he turns into Giant Man, and I was like, "Yes!" Nicole Richie isn't Lionel
done
Richie's
back.
biological child. She's adopted.
Oh,
That doesn't mean anything. She still grew up with him.
Chancellor.
Talent isn't hereditary.
Ugh. Look at Frank Stallone.
I love Paul. Paul Scheer as Frank Stallone is one of the best
There was
things
only
ever.
one guy in Cap's team who could fly into, and he had 3. Yes.
They should have let one go over. Red Rover, send Vision over. Or War Machine.
Yeah, R.I.P. Robert Guillaume. Rafiki. Head honcho on Sports
Oh,
Night.
yeah.
The
Benson.
Benson. I didn't want to say the abbreviation, but he declares it himself in Lean On Me.
What? What does he say?
I'm not saying it.
NWA?
No, but like that. It's the first time I learned that term, and like, man, all the kids were saying it back in the 80s. It was awful.
Awkward Loser, that was an issue of the Ultimates when Ant-Man
and Half-Life, Robert Guillaume.
Ant-Man shrinks. Oh yeah, he's what's her name's
Alex's
dad?
dad?
Yeah. That lady that everyone turned into a naked person.
Does BJ ask for the SS haircut at the barbershop? You do not ask what haircut to get. You are assigned a haircut.
Awkward Loser is pointing out an issue of Ultimates where Ant-Man shrinks and goes up into
no.
the wasp's vagina,
Oh, come now.
which did happen.
Wait, did it?
Yeah. Mark Millar's a weirdo creep. I met him when I was 12, though, and he was really nice to me. And he signed a bunch of my Ultimate X-Men and Ultimates
Down
comics.
so fast. I remember having a kind of a problem with him in the demo. I was using all my heavy weaponry. But you don't have any like rocket launchers or anything like that, do you?
Rocket launcher. Worth Nintendo. I'm not going to tell you what to do with those things. Possibird says birds of a feather. Hey, Matt. What does that mean? Oh, because I met Mark Millar and he's the creepo. I thought that was a reference to what Worth Nintendo just said because he mentioned ducks.
You do it great, you David.
Eat fresh down
Whoa.
here.
Wow. It was exciting.
Worth Nintendo, you're too wonderful. You're the most wonderful person.
I'm in the subway.
You don't deserve Alex Fraioli. his nightmareness.
You can't go that way.
Yeah, you can climb up. You can't squeeze through there?
I don't know.
Look how big that hole is.
Crouch through there?
You know where it's supposed to go, sir?
Yeah, worth Nintendo. The first
Literally
50
scalp
issues
that
of Ultimate
Nazi.
X-Men were great. Humidifier, I don't talk about the Orville that much. I haven't even watched this week's episode yet.
Me neither. That show is undeniably good, though.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I don't have any of the Star Trek TNG baggage, though, but because that show is really ripping it off. It's pretty incredible.
I'm not as up on it as I was in the first couple episodes. I think it's hit pretty, like, just solid fine for me, where I'm like, all right, I'm enjoying this. I'm going to keep watching it.
Just someone who like only watched TNG through like a Netflix binge.
Oh no! Oh, it's a dog. Hi.
Oh my god! Just allowed
Good
that
commitment to the
happen.
bit, Dave. Letting that dog maul you. Oh my god!
Ah!
Oh, Kakinu
Now you
Amaro.
bite his leg.
Kakinu
And
Amaro is
now you
thanking me
bite
for
his
bringing up Death Note on 30
And now you
2010.
bite his leg. Oh god.
Hi.
I am halfway through the manga right now and watching the TV show as well.
Look at that blood-soaked dog. Are you proud of yourself?
At least the cat in the TV didn't die.
Really fresh says Orville's got to be too expensive to get a second season. I think it's doing okay. I feel like people watch it.
Chew, motherfucker. That's not it. And
stuck forever.
yes. Hi.
Oh,
Get up,
that does happen, awkward loser. In an early issue of the Ultimates, Hulk gets angry because Betty's on a date with Freddie Prinze Jr. and he threatens to R and eat him. The R word. To eat him to prove his dominance. Not making that up. He does say that. He also Hulk yells "Hulk not gay," and they get him to attack a bunch of aliens because Captain America says those aliens said you're gay, and then Hulk attacks the aliens.
Not that anything wrong with that.
Jimmy Fire says, you got a movie ticket. Do you see Boo 2, A Medea Halloween, or Geostorm? Hey, if I can laugh and pray in 90 minutes.
I just saw there was like an oral history, and it's weird that's an oral history of something that's a year
An
old.
Orville
Of
history?
David S. Pumpkins.
Oh, I saw that. I haven't read it yet.
I was reading it. I'm like, I know all I need to know about this.
Yeah, it's like,
This is not
and then
necessary.
we made this change, and then we made this change, and it's like, this isn't interesting.
And Streeter Seidel wrote it?
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know that. I didn't even know he was working on SNL.
It's not like Bobby Moynihan's Seth Meyers explanation that like we wanted Halloween to have a Santa Claus. It doesn't have a Santa Claus, so why not make one up? David S. Pumpkins.
Made a
And Tom
fun
Hanks didn't
gun.
get it.
Willie Fresh says, I watched the Orville if someone blurs Seth's face and pitches his voice down like Delocated.
I think he's paying someone to do that for him right now.
Okay.
Seth MacFarlane's had a lot of work done, is what I'm saying.
Find the controls and see if it moves.
What did you say he's doing? He's getting turned into an Asian man?
He's trying to turn himself into a digital Asian.
I can't get that out of my head. He looks...
That's what he looks like now.
I was in, I think in Chinatown, and I saw a poster for some Asian movie. It was a Chinese movie, and there's a dude on it that looks just like Seth MacFarlane. I wanted to take a picture of it, but we were moving too fast. John Mogo just saw Blade Runner 2049 again. Hell yeah.
That was fucking excellent. I did not expect to like it that much.
I'm going to see it at least one more time, maybe
let's
twice.
do.
Depends if how fast
Big
my movie
mild
pass
cover.
comes.
I got my movie pass, goddammit.
You did? I just ordered a second one. I have paid $20 to get this movie pass because I ordered one 2 months ago they never sent me, and I requested a refund and I just haven't gotten it yet.
And I immediately ran into issues with Blade Runner. It was fucking heartbreaking because I had to go with a friend and like it's not letting me get tickets. You don't have movie pass. You're not here. I can't get your ticket. And what's left to go see? The IMAX version. Instead of using my movie pass, I just paid $50 for 2 tickets.
If I see it again, I'm going to have to do IMAX. I haven't done it yet.
It was incredible.
If you go early on most days, you can get it for like 15. So that's what I'm going to do.
Incredible.
Kakinu Amaro says, no matter how much I like a movie, I can't stand to see something more than once a year. I used to watch movies over again
Kinda
all the
with you. I
time.
just don't have the time, or I'm doing something for 2010. There's not a lot of time left to rewatch stuff.
Yeah. John Lucas says Star Trek Discovery got renewed. I have not watched it yet.
I have heard nothing from no one about that show.
Not even from
Where are
Dan
you going,
Amrick?
Dave?
Dan Amrick tweets about it all the time.
Just gotta leave the subway. It's over here, wasn't it?
That's where you came from.
Yeah, but I bet I can't jump back over it.
That's not where you're going.
The Dez asks, how censored is the SNES version of Wolfenstein?
No idea.
I don't know. Did they take all the swastikas out, probably?
Yeah, they're probably not there.
Is it like Doom on Wolfenstein or Doom on SNES? Does it play just like that?
Hitler has been replaced by Nestor from Howard and Nestor. Here, what's down there on the right? Is that a block tunnel?
This is how I entered.
Nestor's Funky Third Reich.
I mean, this is how I got further in the tunnels before.
And go further in the...
Oh, hey.
Wow.
Awkward Loser says, the twist in Blade Runner is that Harrison Ford is a vampire, not a replicant, hence his running from Blade. Blade the Vampire Hunter.
I am so lost.
Like the
Someone
Wesley
help me up.
Snipes.
Just use your
Oh, there.
map.
Why did I assume I had to walk backwards to exit the tunnel?
I've never been able to wrap my head around your rationale.
Well,
Outside.
it said exit the tunnel. Well, I entered the tunnel like 15 minutes ago from that other area.
What?
But now
So
it's
you going in
telling me...
circles again?
No.
Oh.
It's telling me to go back to where the last objective was.
Because you didn't kill that one dude?
No. I don't think so.
Oh, I guess you will. You will need that. And I'd say we got one more death or boss-like moment, and then we have to jump into our ape stream, which we're going to be doing on youtube.com/lasertime. So
Ooh.
check us out there.
There's a couple good things. Kaki no Nomaro says, my boss insists STD, meaning Star Trek Discovery, is bad because Hollywood liberals are inserting their politics into everything.
Yeah, man. Star Trek's never been about politics.
Yeah. And Super Rotor says, was Blade the best Marvel movie? No. Blade 2 was.
Blade BJ looks weird
2 is
with
the
his
best
like
Marvel.
Blade
helmet
2,
on.
the era of attitude.
Kind of looks like a
Hell
Silent
yeah.
Hill villain.
I stream in 2 different places. It's an issue of being able to upload more stuff. We have limited bandwidth right now. Are we killing rats in the sewers?
Hey,
Whoa!
bang.
1961.
I meant to do that.
Ignore the pain.
This is before Austin Powers got frozen. You can see him.
All right, so should we call it a stream now?
Yeah, why not? That's
I
a
did a
wrap on this,
crazy
people.
jump out of my train.
At about 4:15, we will 4:15 we will jump over to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/lasertime. Most of you are seeing this here anyway. But we will be looking at Planet of the Apes: Last Frontier, the quietly released Planet of the Apes game,
And then
with
taken
the-
off of PSN.
Was it?
Yeah.
You didn't see that?
No.
Dave and I were talking about that.
Well, it does promise to have functionality that does not exist.
It was released
Ah.
accidentally and then taken off of PSN.
We got it.
For me, we got it, baby.
Yeah.
and
So you
we'll
guys, you might be seeing a game that doesn't exist right now. So
be-
come
guys,
over.
We're gone.
Bye, guys.